Sounds
Bitcoin to
fun.
40K. Is this the story I covered last night? I think it is. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
said I was going to cover it more in the live stream. This is a decently concerning chart here. Let me just, okay. Here we go. Bitcoin price slumped to an intraday low at $45,672. Could be a strong flush down towards 40K. Check this out here. This is my favorite line from this article here. Here it is. Okay. You're gonna like this, TJ. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Looking at the daily time frame, we can begin to see what looks like the start of a head and shoulders pattern. Crypto pointed that out. It's not one yet, but it could be. Current dips and following consolidation could eventually complete the right shoulder with a neckline at 41,500 and a price target near a number so unbelievably low that it won't be written here.
Oh gosh.
Let's see what that number is. Let me go to the chart and see what that number is, because it should be
so unbelievably low.
Unbelievably low. So if this is,
that's funny. Who wrote that?
The neckline would be right here, right? Is that the daily chart? Who wrote that? Is that the daily? Yeah, the daily chart on Binance. Who is the author here? They're Horace Hughes. That's not a real author. I told you most of their authors are
Cointelegraph. That was just curious who the publication.
So it should be here that from the neckline. So the neckline would be, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, but I believe the neckline would be right here, would be the neckline, because this is the start of the shoulder, correct? First shoulder here, or this would be the first shoulder.
Yeah.
Let me look at that real quick. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the neckline should be the bottom of the head. So that would be right here. So if we were to see how much this is here, from here to the top, 68%. Let's see what that is. Again, $28,000. That should be about $13,000 is I think what it's saying it could be. $13,000. Now, I'll tell you this, $13,000 for Bitcoin in a bear market is not a number that I believe is far off. I mean, I believe it could potentially go that low. If we go above 100, if we hit $100,000 and that's the top, then an 85% drop would be, the math on this is always a little fuzzy for whatever. Percentages up and percentages down are different. I think $100,000 down to 15,000 would be 85%. Right. So on the way down, it's very easy. So that's an 85% drop. 85% drop. Now, if you were to measure it the other way.
And 80 would be 20-ish approximately.
Yeah. 80% would be 20. So, that would put us down at $1,500. I mean, I think that's totally, now if you do it up, if you measure the same distance up, I mean, obviously that's a 600% gain. So math measuring up or down is a little funny on percentages, but 85% drop will put us at 15K. So that's not that far off. I mean, if we were to go there. So to go from 70 down to 13, if that were the top and this was the bottom, those are totally feasible numbers. Like this is not, out of the question. I think the really interesting idea here is that when you start talking about these numbers, they seem so unbelievable. When people are talking about $3,000 Bitcoin when it's $20,000, seems so unbelievable. And then you get there and you're like, oh, God, what an idiot. So it'll never get that low. Institutions will snatch it up way before that price. I don't agree. The institutions will push it down to wherever they want to get it at.
Yeah.
So it's not like the way that let's see, this is John Grimes, the statement that he makes here. He says, it'll never get that low. Institutions will snatch it up way before that price. That's the idea that the price of Bitcoin is free falling and institutions are like, we don't know where it's going to end at. So let me just grab this. No, they're the ones pushing it down to the number.
Well, and they don't buy that way either.
They also do not.
Yeah. They wait for it to bottom out and they buy the bottom. And then, or they try to push it lower like you're talking about.
Yeah. So, okay. So anyways, that's what's going on with Bitcoin. This is a pretty concerning article, to be honest with you, looking at this stuff. But the general idea here is they still don't believe it's going to go below 40K. This is from Whale Maps showing strong support at 40K.
That's kind of like what Chris was just looking at.
It was exactly what Chris was looking at.
Mhm.
Exactly. So, this is very similar stuff. Here's looking at the funding rates. The funding rates are negative. This has traditionally been a good buy point for Bitcoin. So, I, guys, I still don't believe this is over. I still believe we have one more leg up. Whenever this thing legs up, and this is probably going to be the end of it. So, I don't think we're at the top here. I don't think that was the top, but we're prepared if it is. I mean, if it goes, from here's the thing. If it goes below 40K, I believe we're at least going to test back 29K.
Yeah.
Right. Because do y'all remember how fast it fell from 42 to 29?
So fast.
Hours.
Yeah.
Hours. There was no support there. Now, I think there was a little more support built on this run up here in late summer, but I don't know if it's strong enough still. Oh, my wife just walked in. She looks so great. Why she looks so good? She got all done up for her documentary. This is her first
Her close-up,
documentary appearance today. Yeah, she looks so good.